Tough weather and toughest men. This is the Indian Army for you from the line of control, where the Pakistan is in a bid to push terrorists into the Indian territory. But this men of the Indian Army deployed along the line of control make sure that each and every nefarious design of the enemy is foiled. This is the newly inducted 6-saw rifle that has been imported from the United States, and this gives an edge to the Indian Army's border guard grid, that men on the borders are equipped in all possible ways to foil any attempt from the enemy. Because just opposite to this area is 702 Mujahideen of the Pakistani army, which has been giving a shelter to the terrorists. There have been number of terror launch pads opposite to this area, which clearly means that the Pakistan army, the Pakistani establishment is hell-bent to give them cover. But these brave hearts of the Indian army foils the Pakistan's attempt. It's the man behind the machine that matters when it comes to the borders. And these men of the Indian Army are proving it right as they stand firm behind these weapons, giving enemy a befitting reply.
दुश्मन के लिए सर यही संदेश है हमारा, अगर इधर को झुक के भी देखने की कोशिश करेगी तो वापस लौटने का मौका ही नहीं देंगे उनको.
As harsh winters have taken over the entire line of control along the Indo-Pakistan borders, the brave hearts of the Indian Army are leaving no stone unturned to make sure that the Indian territory remains intact. But the real challenge is the Snowclad line of control, and for the same, the border grid has been made that sufficiently active that it can foil any attempt of the enemy. We have seen desperate attempts from the across that how Pakistan is trying to push in terrorists into the Indian territory. And the other challenge is the snow avalanche. And that's why this post-to-post marking using the ropes has been done along the entire stretch on the line of control. This is to make sure that there is a all-weather connectivity on the borders, as well as to keep a strict vigil on the enemy, which is just a few meters from this very area. The troops on the border, they are carrying out the patrol, foiling any nefarious attempts, and whenever they see any kind of a movement from the across, this signal is given and all on standby. This is the standard protocol that is being followed on the borders during the patrol drill. This is a small patrol team which is carrying out the entire area surveillance. Just opposite to this is the Pakistani side, which is always in a bid to push in terrorists into the Indian territory. Then that's why this becomes really a tough job for the Indian Army. But trained for the tough of the toughest, the brave hearts of the Indian Army make sure that the sovereignty, integrity and unity of the country remains intact.
हम अपने प्यारे देशवासी को ये संदेश देना चाहते हैं, हम यहाँ पर 24 घंटे हैं, वो टेंशन न लें, हम यहाँ पर डटे रहेंगे.
Government is making all possible efforts to provide the best of weaponry to the brave hearts deployed on the line of control, line of actual control. And the latest addition to the same is this Negev weapon that has been acquired from Israel by the Indian Army. Designed by the Israel weapon industry, this is one of the latest machine guns that have been given to the Indian Army. A request of over 16,000 guns was made and 6,000 were given to the Indian Army initially, that have been now handed over to the troops deployed in the forward areas. This is an 8 kilogram of light machine gun capable of firing 600 to 800 rounds a minute, and this is very important as it provides an edge to the forces when it comes to the kind of places, the terrains they are operating in. In the evening, fog engulfs the entire stretch along the line of control. So becomes the challenging is the border guarding, and that's for why these are the highly powered equipments, the cameras, the PTZ cameras that have been installed by the Indian Army. Right now, the place where they are keeping a strict vigil is in the territory of the enemy, but they are now keeping a strict and accurate vigil on each and every development that is taking place. Even the Pakistani headquarters of the army, Pakistani army, they too are inside the radar of the Indian side. The Pakistani bunkers, the Pakistani launch pads which they use for terror sheltering, all are being traced by the Indian army. As the snow has engulfed the heights along the line of control, which falls on the Indo-Pakistan border, the Indian Army has made it amply sure that Jawans who are deployed to maintain the integrity and the sovereignty of the Mother India are provided with best of the facilities. Right now we are reporting from the line of control in the Poonch sector of Jammu, where the heights are occupied with heavy snowfall. Sarjeevan is showing you the visuals, but this is what the Indian Army has done for its Jawans. These are the specially fabricated bunkers or the restrooms that are developed by the Indian Army, wherein the Jawans of the Indian Army live. I'll request Sarjeevan to go in and show you that how in these tough terrains the Jawans of the Indian Army live. They are provided with the highly fabricated structures with the heating facilities. We'll try to speak to this Jawans to get more idea. सर मुझे ये बताइए, काफ़ी कठोर ज़िंदगी रहती है जब बाहर जाते हैं, बर्फ़बारी है, लेकिन सेना की तरफ से यहाँ वैसा माहौल बनाया गया है कि आप आराम से जब आराम करें तो वो आराम और सुकून से हो.
सर यहाँ पर जैसे हम बाहर से अंदर की तरफ आते हैं तो यहाँ एक तो हमारे को कैरोटर की सुविधा दी गई है, जिससे ताकि रूम थोड़ा गर्म रहे, और अंदर आते ही हमारे को थोड़ा गर्म जैसा लगने पर हमारे को थोड़ा सुकून मिलता है. बाहर बर्फ़ में सफ़ेद सफ़ेद देख के और ठंडा लग के यानी थोड़ा जी वैसा होने लग जाता है.
So they are being provided with the best of the facilities, and these brave hearts of the Indian Army, they always remain in ever ready position, but the Indian Army has made it sure that the men who save us, the men who guard the borders, are provided with the best of facilities.